Welcome and welcome back to My Two Cents. My name is LaShonda. Wishing you all a happy new year. Tonight, the next movie I will be reviewing is When the Bough Breaks. This movie came out in 2016, and the stars are Morris Chestnut plays John Taylor, Regina Hall plays Laura Taylor, Jazz Sinclair plays Anna Walsh, Theo Rossi plays Mike Mitchell, Janae Michelle plays John's mother, and then there was more people in the movie too, right? And so what happened is Laura and John are married. Laura's a chef, John is a businessman, and they can't have a baby. So after trying everything, they decided to go the way of surrogate, and so surrogacy. So they settle on Anna. You know, she's a pretty girl, she's young, and so they settle on her. And so in the beginning, her and her boyfriend lived, together. They didn't live with the Taylors. I mean, she didn't live with the Taylors. And so originally the plan was to scam them out of this money. That was the plan, to scam them out of this money. Okay, so she's going to her doctor's appointments. The Taylors are also going with her to the doctor's appointments. And so Anna already knew the plan. What happened is she all of a sudden developed feelings for John, right? After one of the doctor's appointments, Mike didn't pick her up, so she goes to John's office and, asks him to give her a ride home, and all of a sudden the girl flipped out. Like, all of a sudden now it clicked in her head that she, they need to be together, right? They need to be together. So she, the first thing that stood out to me, right, and I'm just on the outside looking in, is when so hold up. Let me go back before I say that part. So Laura gets this emergency phone call in the middle of the night, and they rush over to her house, and she's beat up, which it was a ploy. And she's beat all up, and so John was like, well, come and live with us, the rest of these months, so we can make sure the baby's okay, and all this madness. It was a good deed, and so he thought it was a good deed. So she was like, are you sure? She really didn't mean it. Are you sure? And all this stuff. So she goes and live in the lake house. They got a little, they have another lake. What is it called? Pool house or whatever, right? So she's living in a pool house. And Laura is really trying to appease because, the end goal is to get the baby, right? So all of a sudden, Anna she sent John this email of her in lingerie. And he opened it up, and he's sitting there, and he see it. Okay, so I'm like, why didn't you tell Laura? Why didn't you bring her in at that point and say, look, this is what she sent me? But he didn't do that, right? He's trying to, make sure that, hey, the plan is for you to carry our baby, right? But this girl have developed feelings for him, right? So she goes, they get into it. She goes and she's just doing all this stuff. And so Mike is like, look, don't lose focus of the plan. We're supposed to be getting this money from them. Don't you lose focus. Don't go off and do your own thing. We have a plan. We're going to, get this money from them. We're going to move on. And so Mike wanted her to, she didn't stick with the plan. So Mike was going to expose the plan, right? Because, okay, you don't want to do right or whatever. All of a sudden, this girl was doing all of this crazy stuff. She was doing all this crazy stuff, right? Because she had done fell in love with John. So, Mike was going to expose the plan. She goes over to his house, real smooth, and she pushes him down the stairs, right? So they find him dead because she done pushed him down the stairs because now he's about to expose her. And so when it all came out, like Laura was like, "What's going on? Why didn't you say anything? Why would you not tell me that all of a sudden, she done fell in love with you?" And he was like, "Well, I was trying to, make sure that nothing prevented us from getting a baby." Hello. All you did was create more problems, because now this girl is thinking, I'm just gonna keep the baby then, since you don't want me, I'm just gonna keep the baby. And she's just doing all this stupid stuff. And mind you, Laura had no idea that the girl was even doing this stuff, because John never told her. Okay, so she goes into her and John have words, and she go into the kitchen and get a knife. And so they call the police, and she tell the police that she been sleeping with John every night. So at this point she gotta go. Like, now you lying. You sitting here lying, and Laura looking at him like, what's going on? Because he didn't tell her any of it. And the whole time I was like, what is going on? So then the girl puts in her mind, Anna puts in her mind, okay, well, if I get rid of Laura, then me and John gonna be together and raise our baby. Delusional. So Laura comes home. The front door is wide open. And, she pull in and she go inside the house. And, I would not have went inside the house, period. I don't need to go inside a house. Like, it needs me to help it. You know what I'm saying? The doors are wide open. I'm not even getting out the car. But she go inside the house. The lights are off, of course. The girl done killed her cat, put the cat in the she done killed her cat, put the cat in the baby bed. Like, she have lost her mind. And her purse is downstairs by the door. So she's on her way back out once she realized that the cat is, the girl done killed the cat. And on her way out, the girl done bust her in the back of the head. she had a stick or a bat or something, and bust her in the back of the head, right? So she threatened to leave because John didn't know. And John had decided, okay, because what happened was she was doing all this stuff. And so Laura was like, well, appease her. Like, let's appease her for the time being. I mean, we know you're not trying to be with her, but so that she don't run off with our child, let's just appease her. And he was like, at first, he was like, I don't want to do that. And so she was like, this is for our baby. Like, you do what you need to do for our baby. So the girl done went off into the lake house. John told her he'll go out, he'll live with her at the lake house, because they had a little cabin or whatever. And he and then when she realized it was an act, because she caught John and Laura hugging, oh, now she mad, because she felt, oh, you trying to play me. So she was gonna try to kill John. And so Laura comes to the lake house or whatever, and her and John tussling. And then she go outside. Laura go in, okay, because she have the baby, right? She actually go to the baby. She actually go to the hospital. She tell them she's going in labor. When they get to the hospital, she haven't even checked into no hospital. Like, she was playing games. And so when Laura got up to the cabin, she goes and grab the baby, put the baby in the car, right? So when she turned around, there go Anna, right? So Anna, her and Anna get to tussling or whatever. And she had a gun. She had put a gun on Anna. She put a gun on Laura. And so, they tussling and stuff. And so Laura ended up running her over, right? That's just, I have taken a 2-hour movie and condensed it down to like almost 10 minutes. But the gist of it was, the girl was crazy. She was bat crazy. And so she wanted Morris Chestnut. She wanted John Taylor for herself. She fell in love with him. She killed her boyfriend because the boyfriend was going to expose the fact that they had planned to just scam them out their money and keep it moving, right? So Laura and John ended up with the baby, but Laura ended up running over. She had to run over Anna, because baby Anna was not trying to hear it. She was trying to kill Laura, because in her mind she had decided that if she get rid of Laura, then her and John and the baby can be a happy family. And so, with that being said, that was the gist of when the bow breaks. But what the kicker was, when Laura went home, the lights was off. The girl had done killed it. The front door was wide open, and she go in the house. Talking about, hello, John, hello, girl. Why are you going inside this house and your front door was wide open? I'm not doing it. That tells me something ain't right, right? So I'm not about to go and play private investigator inside this house, trying to figure out who is in here. No, what I look like? No, I was when I would have drove into the driveway and the front door was open, I'd have just left. You can have whoever's in there, please get everything you want, because I am not coming in there. You take the whole house, baby. I am not coming in there to save a house that's not asking for help. This house ain't screaming 911. This house ain't screaming for help. What I look like trying to go in there and save what? Baby, get what you want. But of course, the movie had to play out. So she go into the house, the lights are off, she go all the way up the stairs, and the girl done killed the cat and put the cat in the baby bed. And you don't think this girl crazy. You don't think this girl about to do something to you. And she done already killed your family pet. So I'm like, oh no. And then so she was leaving. Finally it hit her. Okay, let me get out the house. And the girl hit her in the back of the head with she had a bat or something, and hit her in the back of the head and knocked her out. So I didn't understand. I didn't understand the meaning of going inside the house, but I know that's how the movie had to play out. The girl fell in love with John. A lot of stuff could have been avoided had John told his wife. But of course, the movie had to play out. He had to try to fix things and tell her, because what really pissed her off is the fact that he told her he don't want her. Like, he told her real ugly and nasty. He don't want her. He love his wife. He's married to his wife. The only thing you were supposed to do is be a surrogate and have our baby. That's all you were supposed to do. I don't know what's in your head, but what's in your head in reality is not the same. I don't want no parts of you. I am happily married. And she got ticked off about that. When he told her that, she got pissed off. She got highly pissed off about that. So now she gonna leave, and so she put them in a situation where now they got to try to scramble and figure out how we gonna, save, how we gonna keep her around and save our baby, because if she leave, she have our right to leave, right? That's her body. That's, but that wasn't the plan. The plan was to have this baby for us. But since she mad at John, now all of a sudden she acting like she about to leave town, and, acting out ugly and nasty, and then thought she was going to attempt to get rid of his wife. But it didn't play out like that. But yeah, that was When the Bow Breaks. It was a pretty good movie. I would rate this a 3. I would rate it a 3. It was okay. I mean, it was a lot of questionable stuff that, I was like, that didn't make sense. Why did they do that? And the part with you going in a house with the door wide open. I mean, I give this movie a 3. And that's just being generous. It wasn't a really bad movie, but at the same time, I don't know, a 3 is the best I can give it, It's the best I can give it. Because it's just, it's the best I can give it. I'm leaning toward a 2.5, really, 2.5 star. It was an okay movie, You want to just sit at home, eat some popcorn, and talk some trash about a movie. When the Bow Breaks would be that movie. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3 to be generous, because I really like Morris Chestnut and Theo Rossi. Guys, do y'all remember him from Sons of Anarchy? So yeah, so I really like him. I'm being generous because I love Morris Chestnut. Regina Hall is cool, and Theo Rossi was in Sons of Anarchy. So yeah, for that reason and that reason alone, I can give it a 3. But this is not my best Morris Chestnut movie. This is not my best Regina Hall movie. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a 3. So if you just need a movie to watch, on a Friday night, you don't have nothing to do but sit around the house, this could be one that you just watch. You don't have any it's just a movie. You don't have any uh, hopes or high hopes about it being a great movie, because it's not a great movie, but it's a movie to watch. So again, between 1 and 5 stars, I give it a 3, possibly a 2.5. But I think I'm gonna stand firmly on a 3. If no more than the fact that Theo Rossi is in the movie. But yeah, this is my take on When the Bough Breaks. It came out in 2016, and I will see you all in my next review. Bye.